A very good morning to you all. I am Dr. Nachiket Bhatia, a member of Team DBMCI, and I am here today with the hottest superstar in town, the talk of the town, Dr. Shubham Mehta, aims rank 5 and PGI rank 1 in May 2017 exams. A very warm welcome, Dr. Shubham, and a big congratulations.
Thank you so
Do
much.
describe to our viewers how are you feeling right now? And I'm pretty sure the answer is amazing, right? Please.
First of all, sir, thank you for such a warm welcome. And sir, I'm really feeling great right now, perhaps on top of the world. And sir, I really feel good that my hard work over the past 6 months or so has paid off and has made good results for me in both the exams, including aims and PGI.
See, Dr. Mehta, right now you are being watched by many PG aspirants. Any specific tip? How would you describe your struggle to them?
Okay, first of all, I like to say that all the PG entrance exams, they have a particular pattern in themselves. For example, PGI exam has a particular pattern, and the aims entrance exam has a particular pattern. So I think that most of us, what we tend to do, like what I used to do previously, was prepare for one specific exam. And I think that's not the right strategy, because I used this strategy last year and I failed. I think I failed. So what I feel is, irrespective of the exam, what one needs to remember is to just concentrate on all the subjects equally, and not just focus on basic sciences more, or like major subjects less. So I think one needs to focus on all the 19 subjects equally, and irrespective of what the pattern is, you need to just focus on the concepts and the basics, and study the entire subject thoroughly, and not just focus ki what type of questions might be asked. uh, Undoubtedly every exam focuses on some topic from each subject. That could be done, but I think all the topics must be covered to some superficially, to some extent, so that you are at an edge with respect to other students to crack the entrance exams.
See, these kind of tips can actually help a lot of PG aspirants over there.
Hmm.
Dr. Mehta was actually still a proud AIMSonian. He did his UG from AIMS, and he was a member of AIMS TND batch in Delhi. And this actually brings back some memories when Dr. Ashir Kaul had actually done the same thing. Bhatia TND got AIMS rank 5 and then scored rank 1 in PGI. So there's a new trend in town. Just join Bhatia TND, you will get AIMS rank 5 and then you will get to score rank 1. I mean, I always find this amazing. So tell me, how did you find the TND with us?
Sir, I joined the TND batch Bhatia in the January session last year, and I found it pretty useful for the fact being that I could actually cover like about 70 to 80% of the subject before going for TND. With TND, with the test and discussion thing, the best part is you get a regularity, that you are able to study the subject before the test, and you're able to give the test. So all in all, if a student does not join a TND, it's very hard to maintain a regular pattern. So I think the main thing is that tests and discussions do help in regularity. Secondly, the level of questions here in Bhatia, they were really good, and they were very similar to the aims pattern. New questions. More importantly, they were new questions. And as far as aims pattern goes, they ask you 200 questions, and I think all of them are relatively new questions with less number of repeats, and more of them being long questions as well. So you need to manage time as well. So these tests, including the grand tests, helped me a lot in managing my time in the 3 hour span, and more importantly, it also helped me in doing the right amount and the right quality of questions before the entrance exam.
So how would you describe the importance of images these days?
I think, sir, as far as I remember, and as far as I know the recall thing, in the aims exam this year in May, there were about 73 images in all. So I think images do form a major chunk of the exam, and I think it's very important to be thorough with the images. Side by side, one needs to remember that theory is equally important. You just cannot rely on the images. So I think doing a course such as Vibe for the images is always a necessity for cracking such entrance exams. That also helped me in cracking NEET following in the following year. And apart from that, the best thing a student can do with these images is you can relate these images to a theory part. most of us, what we tend to do is tend to study only a limited amount of theory, and by those images one might get a good recap of what theory you have skipped. So I think that theory can be covered in images as well. So I think the preparation is a total blend of images with theory. One cannot just rely on images, one cannot just rely on theory. So I think both has to go side by side, hand in hand.
So for our viewers, Dr. Mehta did attend our vibe session last year. So please do describe your experience there.
It was a 4 day session as far as I remember. It was really fruitful because all the subjects could be covered in an integrated manner there, and they were like the images that were asked in the exam. They're not going to put any images out of the box. They're obviously going to repeat the images given in the book. So the vibe helped me in concising my image. The box of the amount of images I had to study. Had I not joined Vibe, I would have had to study the entire book for the image thing. I think Vibe helped me in that key I could know what are the images I need to do, and do in a very concise manner. So it spared me a lot amount of time, and which I could utilize for the revision thing.
For all the non-members of DBMCI family, Vibe is a visual image based education which will be held again this year on September 11. Be there. So any specific thank you that you would like to say to any of our faculties?
What I feel is, sir, in Bhatia DBMCI is the basic sciences subjects, including anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry, and pathology and microbiology. They're really good. And as far as aims pattern goes, I'm focusing once again that in the 200 questions, you need to expect that they're going to ask like around 15 to 20 odd questions from each of these subjects, patho and physiology and biochemistry and microbiology. So I think these subjects need to be focused. Though I previously said that 19 subjects need to be studied thoroughly and equally, I stand by both the statements. But these subjects, the problem is that these subjects are studied in a curriculum like 3 to 4 years back. I mean 4 to 5.5 years back. So it becomes really difficult to recall these things. So I think the test and discussion is really helpful for recalling those subjects and doing the right quality of questions before the entrance exam.
I think Dr. Mehta has actually affected a lot of lives today with these small tips. Dr. Mehta, thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine, sir. Thank you so
And
much.
again, DBMCI family is proud to call you a part of Team DBMCI. And if we can have a thumbs up with you, like work hard, play hard, and I'm sure you will be the next person sitting with me right now with your aims rank. Thank you so much. Signing out, Team DBMCI.